Facebook Marketplace, we're not talking about eBay anymore, but Facebook Marketplace is a gold mine, okay? I'm going to have screenshots all over this screen throughout this entire bit, because Facebook Marketplace never ceases to amaze me. It's to the point where I send my friends screenshots of things that I desperately want to spend my money on from Facebook Marketplace every single day. The items that the people in the state that you live in. Now, trust me, my search results are just not my town. I've got about a 50 to 100 mile radius on my Facebook Marketplace results because A, I'm willing to drive for a good deal, and B, I really wanted to see what was out there, and by God, I found it. These people are selling gold, okay? And I'm not talking about like actual gold bars, but like gold items worth their value in gold for like pennies on the dollar because it's Facebook Marketplace. Now, it's probably not going to be considered gold for 99% of the people, but for me, like half the stuff, I gotta have it. Like, dude, let's look up some examples, okay? Let's look up some examples right now. This is live. I'm going to record my screen so you guys can, this is live. I'm going to Facebook. Let me just make sure there's no private stuff on here. I'll blur half this out so you don't see any of my friends. Marketplace. Here we go. Just clicked on it. I've got a 55-mile radius on, and boy, oh boy, is it looking good already. I'm staring at this vintage 1966 Beatles Luxe soap promo blow-up 15-inch inflatable dolls set of 4. Wow. 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 If you, like, who doesn't want these? If you're a Beatles fan, if you're a fan of music, if you're a fan of the Beatles, if you're a fan of John Lennon, right? He was a Beatle, right? If you're a fan of Britain, that's where they're from, London, I think, maybe. If you're a fan of wherever they're from, if you're a fan of the Beatles, why would you not want to spend only $135 on this 4-piece complete vintage 1966 inflatable blow-up 15-inch set? I mean, I'm saving that one. Screenshot. Saving that one. Dude, let's just scroll down a little bit here. Some things, ads, you know what I mean? Some things are like crazy weird. Okay, what's this? Here we go. $12. Anyone can do it, okay? If you don't have $135 for the inflatables, this one's only $12. A 50th anniversary Bill Elliott glass from McDonald's, okay? Hey, who's Bill Elliott? I don't know, but he's probably a NASCAR driver, and that's all that matters, and that's probably why the glass is worth $12. It's probably only worth $6, but they're asking $12. Guess what? They're not going to get $12. I'm going to haggle them down to $10, all right? So we'll probably put that one on the list. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. When you get to my level of being able to purchase on Facebook Marketplace, it's not for everyone. But when you get to this level, this is where I think my idea comes into place. So, I mean, for a measly $10,000. I just spent $23 yesterday. Almost had a heart attack again. Almost had a heart attack yesterday doing it, and almost had a heart attack saying it now. I just spent $23,000. Trust me, not a penny of it went into my pocket. Most of it went to the federal government, and the other went towards a big bill, and then the other went towards a loan. So trust me, I'm not out here balling like that. That $20,000 is not mine. And so, you know what I mean? But $10,000, half the amount, I could go down to the bank right now and be like, hey, I got something going on. I need 10 grand. They'd probably give it to me. And boy, oh boy, could we not head on down? And this is in This is in York. This is right down the street. This would only take us less than an hour. This would take us less than an hour. We could get this wrapped up today. We could get this wrapped up and home right now. Before lunch. Before the boy gets home from school. Before the Tim Dillon show, this could be mine. For a measly $10,000, we can pick up this 1988 Pierce Arrow fire truck. I mean, it's only got 28,000. It's only got 28,000 miles. It's got a 5-man cab. It's a loaded tank. Doesn't have leak. Not sure about pump. Hasn't been pumped in 4 years. We owned it. Okay, so it needs a little maintenance. But for 10 grand, this is what I'm talking about. So here's my idea. I want to sit on Facebook Marketplace all day. Like, here's a $40 vintage 1997 Super Soaker water gun. Like, I mean, this is cool. Like, how friggin' cool is this thing? Like, I definitely had one of these, and now I want one again. Like, I just, like, and I mean, obviously there's so much, there's like all this new stuff and like there's someone selling a can of Mountain Dew, that's fine. But like the vintage and random one-off things, I want to start a show. Where in the beginning of every episode, we sit down, we're like, all right, hey Levi, what are we doing today? And I'm like, well, I've got a few messages out to a few people. Here's some things we're looking at. Maybe we won't show them first. Maybe I'll just describe what they are so you can use your imagination. And then I'll be like, yeah, I think we're looking at a fire truck. We're looking at a water gun, and we're looking at a vintage cup. And so I'll say we're looking at a fire truck, water gun, and vintage cup. And then you guys have to think, oh, well, okay, like a toy fire truck, a real fire truck, a water gun. What kind of water gun? A water gun for on top of a real fire truck, or like a super, you know what I mean? So then I'll just describe it that way, and they'll be like, yeah, I'm talking to Jeremy. And then we'll get a phone call, and then the phone will ring, and it'll be like, hello. And I'll be like, yeah, I called about that on Facebook. Yep, on Facebook. Where are you guys at? Local? Okay. I see you've got it here for 10. I'm thinking, would you guys be willing? I've got about $8,000 in cash here ready to go. Do you think we could do 8 on this? Right, yeah, we've just seen it's been like you do a little fake business. We do a little fake business, and then you start, you know what I mean? They'll be like, wow, we were kind of hoping for like 9, and then you can be like, yeah, well, I see it hasn't been flushed since the 4 years you got it, and it's let me see what else. So I mean we're thinking like 8.5. And then we get them down, and then we inevitably pay 8.7 for it, and then boom, now we're the proud owners of a fire truck. And then you say, okay, Levi, that's cool, and then boom, we'll go buy the other thing, we'll go get the Super Soaker, cool, then we'll go get this thing, like there's like vintage costumes. I send these to Paul every day. Let me just pull some of these up here. Let me see, here we go. Here's one. I sent Paul this one the other day, a 1980 Leyland double-decker bus, okay? For only $35,000. They're in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. I'll drive up right now, $38,000. We could probably get them down to 30. Let's get them down to a cool $30,000. And now I'm the proud owner, thanks to Facebook Marketplace, I'm the proud owner of a double-decker bus, okay? We bring it back here, we have Justin tune it up, we paint it, we put a logo on it, and then we start giving tours in the city. We start giving tours in the city, and we start making revenue, and we start making that $35,000 back. And then boom, there's a business. What else did I send Paul? I sent Paul, let's see, hold on. It's been a minute. There's another Super Soaker for sale. Oh, here's one. Here's a large handmade metal pig. Who needs a large handmade metal pig? I don't know, but it sure would look nice in my front yard just to piss off the HOA for 45 days. You know what I mean? Let that $50 fine go to collections because, babe, I've got a $225 large handmade metal pig in my front yard. I don't give a shit about the fine the HOA is going to give me. I've got a handmade metal pig. These are just like some of the, like, here's a Budweiser 1/8 scale RC boat for $1,200. I'm pretty sure a human can get in it. I don't know, maybe. I don't know if a human can get in it, but it looks pretty big. It's as wide as a Ford truck. Like, look at the picture. For $1,200, I kind of want it. You know what I mean? The brand's kind of gone down since the whole Dylan Mulvaney thing anyways. Why not have a Budweiser 1/8 scale RC boat? Take it out to the river. You know, whip it around. I don't know. It's fun. And then, you know, I just find like other things. I find like random other things. Like here's a Happy Bong Buddy. Here's a crocheted, bright colored. Someone was probably high when they made it. Happy Bong Buddy crochet toy. You know what I mean? So my Facebook Marketplace algorithm is so curated to the strange, vintage, over the top, 1%. Like, who in central Pennsylvania is in the market for a double-decker bus? Who in their right mind is sitting at home thinking, I got this $35,000. I got $35,000 in the bank and I got to spend it. Maybe it's a tax bill. Maybe it's something maybe they're just trying to launder a little bit of money. And they've got $30,000 just sitting there. You know what I mean? Buy a double-decker bus on Facebook Marketplace, paint it, put a little bit of money into it, and then boom, bam, chicken slam, you've got yourself a double-decker bus tour business. New York does it. Chicago does it. Other big cities do it. Why not give double-decker bus tours in, like, you know, downtown York, downtown Lancaster? Like, you could literally drive the double-decker bus through downtown Lancaster and just give a tour. Like, over there, up to your left is the Rob Burritos. And while you're looking at the Rob Burritos, ladies and gentlemen, on your right, you'll see the old Chameleon Club. Yes, the Chameleon Club closed down in 2018. My date's probably wrong there, but in 2018, the final band there played. Levi was one of them. Levi played at the Chameleon Club. Your tour guide for today, I played there a few times. Chameleon Club hasn't seen a band on stage in a few years. Rumors are circulating that they're trying to open it back up into a music venue, but that's there. And then, ladies and gentlemen, on your right, there's a bum. Okay, there's a homeless man shitting on the right. If you look on the left, there's a locally owned frappe business. You can get strawberry chocolate frappes, frappes, little cafe. You know, the frappe, little thin pancake, little chocolate crepe. I'm saying frappe. A crepe, you know what it is. It's, you know, like, calm down. Go get a chocolate crepe and a frappe at this place. Is exactly what I was trying to say, but my dyslexia moved the letters around. It's fine, dude. Go to the crepe store. Get off the bus. You know what I mean? So my Facebook Marketplace show, I want it to happen. I need someone to film it for me. I need a budget. I need money to buy all these things because obviously I'm not personally spending 30 grand on a double-decker bus episode 1. So if anyone wants to sponsor or fund or do whatever for the show, let me know. Maybe just donate the items instead of having me pay 30 grand. Maybe just donate the items and then boom, we can have it all taken care of.